I'm at the gym. I can't talk too loud. Good morning. Hey Rashida, how's it going? Good morning, Michelle. How y'all doing? Hey guys, how y'all doing? Just want to give y'all a quick tip for exercise. So, just got through running on a treadmill. I got my hair all wrapped up. So, hey Sophia, how's it going? Good morning. So, hey, my fat won't burn. It's not gonna burn if y'all take this class. Hey mother, I'm not trying to be rude, y'all, but let me just tell y'all something real quick. I gotta get out of here, go home, take a shower. Y'all, this unfortunately is not gonna make you lose weight. I'm trying to talk low. I hope y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. I don't want to talk too loud and offend nobody. But y'all, this is not what y'all need to do if y'all want to burn fat. I'm sorry. As y'all can see, these people are cruising. They could probably talk while they exercising. Okay? They just are moving slow. This ain't gonna burn belly fat, so I'm showing y'all what not to do. Yes, skinny ladies can exercise, absolutely. So I just happened to go and watch this class, and I'm like thinking, you know, sometimes people feel like if they do something, then it's better than nothing, and I get that. But so this is for people who just want to maintain and just be active and, you know, get their heart beating just a little bit, you know. But this is not for those who are trying to aggressively burn fat at all. They will be doing this for the next year and probably look the same. So what y'all need to know about burning fat is that what they're doing right now is activating their slow twitch muscle. Okay, that does give you some endurance, but you got to activate the fast twitch muscle, which means you have to work out in intervals, which means you have to exhaust yourself for about 60 seconds. Now, when you do exhaust yourself and you do a quick routine that makes you burn fat, you will get tired much quicker. You see, they can do this for about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. When you're doing intervals, you cannot. You can only work it out for about 60 seconds when you're at your highest pace. And that is what gets you to exercise and activate your fast twitch muscles, which helps you with aging. It helps your hormones. They slow down. And it helps you to burn fat quicker, and it helps you to burn fat while you're sleeping. So if you can activate your fast twitch muscles for 12 to 21 minutes a day, you will burn fat for the next 24 hours, even while you're sleeping. Guys, this is not going to get it. I mean, it's just not going to get it. I mean, I'm sorry. There's something around the corner, and folks act like they got the next 50 years. One time I saw somebody move it. Let's see how they move it. Like this lady right here. Not gonna get it, y'all. Sometimes you gotta learn what not to do. Okay, that's not gonna get it. Okay, sometimes you gotta tell people what to do and what not to do. Remember, Jesus taught the disciples how not to pray first. Let's see if anybody's doing something that would cause. I don't see nobody sprinting. You got to sprint, okay? This is not good, okay? Dig it on in, dig it on in. Left, right, left. I mean, you can sing while you're doing that workout. This is not exercise. You got to do some burpees. You got to do some jumping jacks. You got to do some high knees. You got to get on some stairs and run up and down them really, really quick for 60 seconds. And then take a break, let your heart rate come down, and do it again. Take a break, let your heart rate come down, do it again. You have to exhaust yourself if you want to get them fast twitch muscles going and burn fat. When you work out like that, here's an ignorant, it's ignorant. I couldn't even catch the ignorant guy. You got to jump rope. You got to do some sprints. Bro. Don't take a class like this. That's all I'm saying. Please just save yourself the drama. You can work out with your kids at home, okay? They do the thriller. Oh God. How long should you work out? Listen, if you are activating your fast twitch muscles, then you will not have to work out but for about 12 to 21 minutes technically, and you will burn fat the rest of the day. I wish I could show you guys something that but I don't even know if I held my would you take it to the track? I hope Ashley is with you. I wish I had somebody here who could put the camera on me so I could show you guys some moves that would get your heart rate going. You know, get on some stairs, run up and down them really quick. I mean, there's just so much you can do. So much you can do. I don't want to ask some random person to, you know, I wonder if I could adjust. Give me a minute. I wonder if I could adjust. Yeah, I mean, just folks cruising. This is, oh my God. Your feet got to be moving. You got to be like, you got to be doing like some of that. Like you cannot. They just, what that does is make people feel good about themselves that they not, go help the lost children. Oh man, I'm just trying to let y'all know. Look, they taking a long break. You don't need a break when you do workouts that slow. You only need a break when you are doing fast twitch muscles, when you are doing intervals, when you are quicking their feet. You know what? You know, when people shout, that's a good workout. That's a good heart. That brings your heart rate up. You can do a shout at home for about, take some breaks. But it's got to combine at least 12. You need a trainer. It's got to combine, yeah, like insanity. Like insanity. I'm going to see real quick if I can adjust the camera and show you maybe a few quick things that you can do. Give me a minute. I don't know if I'll be able to. Let's let all shout. Okay. Because I just got my hair wrapped up because I just got through running. Let me see. Okay. So, if you're going to do something that's going to activate your fast twitch muscles, laughing. You got to do something that's going to really get your heart rate up really quick. So even if you're doing like high knees. Okay, so you got to do some at a very Apostle. I'm just showing them. So he's laughing. Okay, I'm gonna show you something else you can do. Okay, you can do crawls, and this may not look like it will work, but it will. These bear crawls. Back and forth. One in place on the floor. Back up to burpees. You can come down with a push-up. Okay, now I'm tired. Now y'all see I'm out of breath? Okay. I just love it. Now, let me see what they doing. See, I ain't been working out but for like 60 seconds. And I'm more tired than ever. Okay? So, yes, it burns fat. How long do I do that for? So you do it for about 60, 120 seconds, 1 to 2 minutes. You take a break like I'm doing. You let your heartbeat come down, and then you start at it again. Okay? So right now I would probably start again. Now, of course, I can go longer than that because I've been doing this for so long. Even with being out of breath, I can still work out through it. You may not if you're just starting off. Slide to the left, slide to the right. You know, so yes, you do that for about 3-4 rounds. You do that for about 20 minutes, back on and off. See, once the heart come down, you start again. You're doing burpees, you're doing high knees, you're doing step, you're doing, there's a few things you can do this at home. You can do these, up, back. You can do this. Go back into some jumping jump. High knees, you can do drops. Okay, I'm just showing y'all different stuff. Apostle Stevenson. He would never do this, by the way. I'm just showing y'all different stuff you can do for high intensity workouts if you're going to burn fat. Okay. Oh, now, y'all. Twist it on out, y'all. Twist it on out. Okay. Muscle. You can absolutely do weights along with this. You can add weights into it. So, like for example, now the bear crawls that I did on the floor. So these bear crawls, they're going to build your arm muscle. Okay, I will show you just because, just to explain. So you got. So let me show you. When you're like this, you're going to build the entire muscle here. You're going to build your triceps, okay? You can do them on your fist, like this, or you can do them on your hand like this. I have wrist problems, so I like to do like this, okay? I'm just showing y'all to show what muscles. So when you're doing bear crawls, and you're coming up and down like this, you know, you're going to work out your muscles. Obviously, push-ups works out your muscles, okay? You can also take weights. You can take weights, like say this is weights. It's not, but. And you can hold them and you can do boxing. You can do them up in the air like this, okay? So there's a lot of things you can, and you can obviously lift weights, but to be honest, body weight is probably the best. You can even make it more difficult and bring your legs up high, and you can do these, and you can come down and up and up. That works your muscles. Yes. So you can bring your legs up. You can elevate your legs on something or something against the wall. That makes it harder. Let's see what they're doing, y'all. No, anybody can do it. Who can do this? I showed y'all a lot of stuff you can do. You can do jumping jacks. You can do high knees. You can do, what about leg muscles? One of the things that I do when I'm resting, So one of the things I do when I'm resting is I squat down like this against the wall. It's hard to see. Okay. All right. So when I'm resting, just sit down. Okay, so you can rest like that, and you can also do squat jumping jacks. I'm teaching you stuff you can do at home. Obviously, when you ask what can you do with your legs with weights, you can do a lot with weights. I'm trying to show you stuff that you can do. Who that walking? I don't know. Trying to show you stuff you can do at home. So when you're doing so you can do squat jumping jacks. My husband is crazy. Okay, when y'all talking about burning weight off your stomach, that is, tell them don't step on my phone, they ain't gonna step on it. That is when I'm talking about doing when you're talking about losing weight on your stomach, you have to eat that weight off. So this is not about just going to the workout room and then you get out and eat you some fried chicken and some pies. You got to burn the weight off through eating. As a matter of fact, you can burn weight off through eating much quicker than you can through exercising. But if you do both, you're going to have a phenomenal chicken. You're going to have a phenomenal physique if you can burn. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest and say that I'm gonna be honest and say that some people do really need a tummy tuck, because if your muscles have been torn from pregnancy or from a C-section, then you are definitely going to probably need a tummy tuck. See, I could have got them in a quick workout and helped them to burn fat a lot quicker. They'd have been done with the workout and they would have been able to burn fat the rest of the day. Yeah, some people do need a tummy tuck. I'm a realist. Like, your skin may hang. Like, you can't do anything about that sometimes when you have kids. Sometimes you just cannot do anything about that. You don't need to do stomach exercise technically if you're working out, because your stomach is the core. Everything that I just showed you, I'm using my stomach as the core to do it. So, I mean, this is just, y'all, this kind of stuff affects me. You know, I had a guy moving this slow. I had a guy moving like this on the Stairmaster, and I had to tap him and tell him to move it, start moving it. Like, this is not gonna work. It just, it just bothers me. Like, to be moving that slow, you're like wasting time. Like, you could be done in half the time and really work out. I did. I had to tap him. I tapped the man and I said, hey, you're going to have to move a little bit faster than that if you're going to do something about your body. And then I tell people don't complain around me in the gym. No, he started moving fast. I told him, I said, you got to do integrals on this thing. If you're going to work out next to me, I just can't do it. Now it's time to stretch it out, I guess. Maybe this is cool down for them. But they don't really even need to cool down after that workout. What was I saying? What was I saying? Tummy tuck or something, right? So yeah, you don't have to necessarily do stomach exercises and a lot of sit-ups. I do them sometimes when I'm in boot camp class or UFC boxing, but you don't have to do them. Let me see what time it is. I gotta get going. You don't have to do them because you work your core out with everything you do. If you're running, you work your core out. I would advise you that if you need fat to be taken off your stomach, do not do machines that build stomach muscles, because what you're going to do is you're going to develop the muscle underneath your stomach, and your stomach is actually going to bulge out a little bit more if you are building muscle in your stomach and you need fat to be taken off. Everybody has a six-pack. When the fat comes off, you're going to see the six-pack. Yes, the fat will be on top and your muscle will actually push it out a little bit. When the fat comes off, you will have a six-pack. Everybody has a six-pack underneath the fat. So once the fat comes off, then you can start doing a little bit more stomach exercises. Now, I'm not saying that you can't do some light stomach exercises, some crunches, and even some, you know, everybody knows how to do the planks, right? I'm not saying you can't do that, because you do need a strong core. So when you are doing planks, obviously you're holding yourself like this, and then you can even do these. You can go into coming up on your hands like this and back down. Okay, you can do side planks where you do one side, you can do the other side where you hold it. You can bring the foot up. If you want to make it more challenging, you can bring one of the foots up in the back while you're doing the plank. And then for back exercises for your core, you can do like Superman, like when you're up, like you're swimming. Okay. So, because you need a strong, you're going to need a strong core and you need a strong back. Okay. Shouting is real cardio. He's not lying about that. Just make sure that when you're going to work out, that you're going to challenge yourself and you're going to get the best out of your workout. Wouldn't you all like to burn fat and get the best out of your workout and do it as quick as possible? You can be done in 12 to 20 minutes a day. You don't have to be sitting up in a... Well, now, wait a minute. What is... Oh, y'all missed it. Y'all just missed it. They was clapping. It was a clap workout. It was weird. You know, sitting up wasting that amount of time when you could, you know, be done. Now, this one in the pink, she's challenging herself. You can tell. She's challenging herself. Yeah, they were clapping. Like they were doing like a slow clap. It was just really weird. The one in the pink is challenging herself. She's doing really good. And she's been like that for like the last 5 minutes I've seen her. But she could go faster and take breaks in between and just walk in between. And that would actually be a little bit better. Like literally sprinting as fast as, because obviously she's a runner. So she could actually challenge herself to do intervals by running really fast and then maybe jogging really slow in between. So people who are, like, if they're doing this, they're gonna have to eat very, very healthily to burn the weight, okay? What kind of things that can you eat? Things that detox the liver and help you to maintain a healthy blood sugar, because that's what it's all about, is a healthy blood sugar. There's no one thing that will flatten your stomach, but I will tell you that anything that has pepper and spices in it, any kind of peppers, cayenne pepper, you want to sprinkle that. You want to take a cayenne shot in the morning, put it in with some water, with some lemon juice, because what it does is it boosts your metabolism and it helps to burn fat. That's why when you eat hot stuff, you notice you start sweating. You start actually getting hot, because it's circulating through your body and it's helping to boost your metabolism. And when your metabolism gets boosted, you start to burn and sweat and burn fat. So whatever you eat, if you can handle spiciness, carry cayenne pepper with you, carry pepper, sprinkle spicy stuff, chop some real peppers, not like jalapeno peppers that's in the can. I mean, you know, that's got all kind of preservatives, but actually really real pepper. Cook it with your foods. Now, hot sauce, it's got to be healthy because it has all kind of other stuff in it too. Apple cider vinegar is very good. Put lemon with all of your water, because lemon is a detoxifier also. You have to maintain a healthy blood sugar. When you cannot start your day off with sweets, with carbs, because then your body will, you'll put carbs in and then it'll release sugar. And then the body will immediately, the insulin will immediately be released and it'll scoop the sugar out. And then you will wind up having a lack of energy. And then you'll be hungry again because your brain's going to tell you, I need more sugar. So if you're eating donuts in the morning or carbs or bread, then you're going to, number one, you're going to not have energy and you're going to get very tired very quickly. You're going to want to go back to sleep in like the next 30, 40 minutes. And then your body's going to say you're hungry again. And that keeps you on this like high, because now you got this sugar in you, you got this carbs in you, and then you're going to drop. because your body's going to release insulin way too quick and scoop it out way too quick, and then you're going to crash. That's why when you drink pop, you keep on drinking. Don't you notice at barbecues, people can drink like pop after pop after pop after pop? They can't do that with water because their body is telling, it's like having highs and lows. That makes you gain fat. You have to be able to keep your blood sugar kind of like steady, and your body will burn fat really, really quickly. So you want to start your breakfast off with a healthy fat, and you want to start it off with protein. So maybe some eggs, boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, some avocado, some vegetables, because you want to get your vegetables in. But protein is the best thing to start your day off with. Okay, and a healthy fat. Butter, real butter, cooked with your eggs, real butter. Now, I can't believe it's not butter, real butter or olive oil. And yes, eggs are like the best thing to eat. And you don't want to do tuna because it has like mayonnaise and stuff like that. If you're doing tuna salad, I don't know if you're saying like straight tuna or just, you know, but definitely some protein. Eggs, turkey, bacon. Egg whites is good, but the yolk got all the vitamins in it. So if you're not a diabetic, eat the yolk. Okay, it's not bad. It doesn't boost bad cholesterol. It actually increases good cholesterol, and it's very, very good for you. It's a superfood. No, I cannot believe it's not butter. It's not real butter. That's why I can't believe it's not butter. So it's not butter. They say it tastes so good. It tastes like butter, but it's not butter. Okay, shot every morning for 3. If it's real eggs, as long as it's real eggs. Apple cider vinegar, you can take it once in the morning unless you have digestive problems, ulcers, acid reflux. If you have a parasite, if you're having stomach problems, then you may want it, or if you need more good bacteria in your stomach, then you want to take it 3 times a day for maybe a week until you balanced out. I do brown eggs. I do organic or grass-fed eggs. So make sure you do grass-fed eggs or organic eggs. Colonics are okay, but it's not something you want to get used to like doing all the time. You want to get used to like allowing your body to healthily release of itself by eating detoxifying foods. So you're going to have to eat green leafy vegetables to help detoxify your body. There's so many things you can eat, but the key is that you want to make sure that you are eating the appropriate foods. Eat a lot, you know, protein, healthy fats. Increase protein, healthy fats and vegetables, and your fiber. And if you are eating carbs, then make sure that it has a nice amount of fiber in it. For snacks, eat nuts, walnuts, almonds, pistachios, fruit. Eat more healthy snacks. You know, jerk turkey, or you know, what do you call it? The stuff that's dried up, the meat. You just want to, yeah, because if you're going to eliminate carbs, which you need to eliminate carbs to burn fat, you cannot have a high carb diet. You can't be eating bread and pasta and rice and white potatoes and stuff with flour in it. You got to get rid of carbs and potato chips and cookies and granola bars and just all of the, you know, crackers, all of that stuff. Brown rice is good. I know it's good because you're addicted to it, but you gotta detoxify your turkey jerky, yeah, something like that. So you have to cut the carbs, and then you also, as I exit out of here because I gotta get going, sweet potatoes are good. They don't have as much sugar in it as white potatoes. So as long as you just cook them, put a little butter on there, maybe a little brown sugar if you want to, or even some cranberries to get it sweetening. The last thing is that some of you need to not eat all day. Like, you can't be snacking all day, all the time. That may not work for you. Some people it work for. It depends on if they have a lot of muscle mass. But if you're trying to burn fat, you have to have periods of time where your body is resting and digesting and you don't have anything in it. So that's why I always suggest intermittent fasting. I'll do a scope on intermittent fasting. And the blessing of it, what you have to realize is, before food got the way it got, people were not snacking and stopping at Dunkin' Donuts and snacking on granola bars and chips because they didn't exist. People had to hunt their food. They had to fish. They had to fish for their fish. So they weren't eating all day. They had periods of time where their body was fasting. Fasting is a way of life. It will slow your metabolism down, but that's okay because you don't need a fast metabolism if you're not eating. Get it? Okay? So it balances out. Some people's like, oh, you know, what happens is if you go into fasting and then you start eating like twice as much food, then yeah, that can overcomplicate your body. But if you're just eating healthily and you're including fasting in on your eating regimen, then you're gonna be fine. Okay. So sometimes you need to not eat. Okay, like wake up in the morning, fast for breakfast, start your breakfast at 12 or 1. Don't eat past 8 hours. Once you start, you know, if you start at 12 o'clock, try not to eat past 8. If you start at 1, don't eat past 9. If you start at 11 in the morning, then probably try not to eat past 7. But you need to, that means you'll fast 16 hours a day. You'll fast while you're sleeping. You'll fast a little bit before and after you're eating, your 8-hour eating. Okay, fasting frequently is good for you, and it's normal, and the body was meant to recover itself and digest its food and stuff, you know. So obviously get your probiotics. You got to have a healthy gut. That's a whole nother topic. Intermittent fasting, I'll get to the details of that later, but I wanted to, if you have lupus or an autoimmune disease, you should not be eating any gluten. You have to go on a gluten-free diet. And there are snacks that are gluten-free, so, and they taste good. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but it doesn't have to be when you first wake up. It can be 4 hours after you wake up, okay? So when I say breakfast, I'm talking about the first meal of your day. No gluten. No gluten. Try to eliminate as much gluten as you can, actually. You love breakfast, and you probably like to eat breakfast if you wake up and eat it every day, but if you try to fast a little bit here and there, you'll start becoming more comfortable with it. Now, I'm not telling everybody to do this, but if you want to lose belly fat, these are some tips that you can do to lose belly fat. Coffee is okay. The sugar is the problem in coffee, and you don't want to start your day with a stimulant because it can mess up your blood sugar balance with that kind of stimulant. It's okay to drink coffee, but you don't want to drink it when you first wake up. You want to wait at least 2 hours before you put a stimulant in your body, like coffee, because it can off balance you a little bit for the day. All right, and then I know people put a lot of sugar in coffee too, so you're going to start your day off with sugar. That's not good. So you know, you may want to wait for the coffee maybe at breakfast or after breakfast, and try not to drink while you're eating your food, because you mess up your digestive system and you mess up your ability for your food to digest properly when you do that. And that's another problem that can cause a big belly, because you need your food to digest and you want to have a healthy digestive system. What do you eat after a workout? I usually wait a couple of hours, and then I try to eat protein after I work out. So that's protein and vegetables, because I got to get my vegetables in. So gluten-free is not as hard as you think. You eat pasta and bread, oh my God, no, that's bad. It's not as hard as you think. It's just that you probably haven't tasted gluten-free food, and you're probably not aware how many gluten-free options there are now. And if you're not a person who is gluten-free, or who at least try to minimize gluten, I'm not saying you got to completely, but at least minimize it. If you have not taken that walk yet, then it's going to seem hard because you're not aware of all the gluten-free options. Once you start to go gluten-free, you start to become aware of all the gluten-free options. Like, oh, there's a lot of options that are like really good. It's just like when you buy a new car, and all of a sudden you start seeing everybody with this car, and you become more aware. So once you start to be cautious of gluten, you will get better at it. Wheat is really bad for you. It messes with your digestive system. So try as much as possible to stay away from it. Gluten-free pizza is really good. I eat gluten-free pizza. So yeah, try to stay away from the wheat. All right. How late is too late to eat? It depends on what time you start eating, and it depends on what time you go to bed. You don't want to eat and then lay right down. You want to make sure you eat at least an hour, 90 minutes before you lay down. So I got a lot of questions going through, but I'm not able to answer them all. I'm sorry. Yes, vegetables and smoothies is an awesome way to get your vegetables in. Multiple sclerosis, you definitely, I mean, you got to eat really, really healthy with multiple sclerosis. You want to really eliminate the sugars as much as possible. You really don't want to eat a lot of sugar for MS. And again, when you have a disease like that, you definitely want to go gluten-free. I have a friend who has multiple sclerosis, and I always talk to her about her eating. And you want to keep your body active, obviously. It is a disease that exists within the brain. The white spots wind up coming on the brain, messes sometimes with your vision. But a healthy diet will definitely help to prolong the deterioration of multiple sclerosis. Sometimes the skin may itch just because your body's not used to working out like that, or it could be just because of your metabolism. It happens though. But if you continue to work out, it'll go away. And then it could be itching. I don't know if you take any kind of stimulants or any kind of pre-workouts that sometimes make your body itch too. During intermittent fasting, do you work out? I suggest everybody work out on a fast, on an empty stomach, because you will burn more fat, because your body, when you're working out, will only burn fat. If you wake up again eating sugar and carbs, then your body has to burn all of that off before it even gets to the fat, and that's exhausting for your body to have to do. When you start your workout, you want your body immediately to start burning fat, right? So if you want your body to immediately start burning fat, then you want to work out without anything in your system. Now, a fast also includes anything that's 50 calories or less. So if you decide to wake up and drink a kale shake with a little bit of coconut water, no sugar added, nothing that will make it go over 50, like no apples or anything like that added, because apples is about 100 calories, 70 to 100 calories. That's not considered a fast. But if you're doing like kale or spinach in the morning, that is considered still a fast. Or some kind of green food smoothie, but not with juice, because then that makes it go over 50 calories again. You really want to work out on an empty stomach. I would suggest that you do, because you'll burn more fat. Somebody said something about ketosis. The only way you can get ketosis working and operating your body is to come off the carbs and off the sugar. Fasting will cause ketosis. You can go on cycles to help ketosis come. The only other way to get ketosis is to take MCT oil, which is also a part of coconut oil. Coconut oil has 60% MCT oil in it, or you can actually get MCT oil by itself and get the full MCT oil. And that MCT oil will help to give you energy, go straight to your brain. Your liver does not process it, so it is easily digested. It helps to feed your brain, helps to give you immediate energy, and it helps to burn fat. You can take about 1 tablespoon 3 times a day to help with losing weight. You can also take green tea a few times a day to help with losing weight. Painful cramps, you're gonna have to probably take pain medicine and working out and stay hydrated. You can take white willow bark. It is an herb that has benefits. It has the same actual component as Advil, except it's an herb, so it's a little bit healthier. The only other way to take to get your body into ketosis is to take raspberry ketones. All right. So I'm so sorry, I'm missing a lot of the questions, but I have to go because I have a meeting to get to, and I got to go get in the shower, y'all. So I'll come back on. You guys can ask me some more questions. Also, you can visit my website, www.healthyandbetter.com. And I just saw something say, can you use honey? Absolutely. Honey is okay. I make homemade tea. I just made a ginger lime homemade tea the other day with honey in it, and I cooked it for about 45 minutes. It was awesome. Of course, I would suggest organic honey. Visit my website, www.healthyandbetter.com. Subscribe so you can get some of my blogs. I'll be talking about a lot of information in my blogs, and eventually I'm going to do some video blogs also. And if you have any questions, you can submit it on my page. I do get a lot of questions, and I'm the one that answers them, so you have to give me time to answer back, but I do try to get back to everybody. And yeah. And I'm working on some resources also. I have some content that I'm doing. It's going to take me months to finish it, but I have a lot of content and a lot of resources to help out with that. I'm responding off of the survey that I submitted not too long ago, asking what would people rather learn about, and what came in place was how to rebuild the mind in a way where you can achieve anything in life. So how to get the mind right, because of course all of this is going to start with your mind first, and how you view, how you perceive life, how you perceive yourself. If you feel like you can do it here, it has to be here first before it can get to the body. So I'm working on some great resources that will help with that. And I got everything from A to Z on this resource. I'm telling you, I got about 80 pages worth of content. So, and I've been working on it for months. So it's gonna take some time to get it actually developed and organized. And I'm gonna do some PowerPoint, some videos, some audios, all of that good stuff. But it's gonna take some time. Yeah, it will eventually be on my website once I get done. And I'm also working on a course on relationships, on how to be married to a man of God. So what's the difference between being married to a man in ministry or an anointed man versus a guy who's not saved or whatever. There are some different challenges that it takes for a wife to become a good wife to a godly man. And so I'll be doing that too. So I got some just different directions that I'm going to hit. I'll answer the rest of y'all questions much later. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Healthyandbetter.com. Visit me. Subscribe so that you can get all of my stuff. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Love you guys. Bye-bye.